Okay, everyone. Now this is a special pick, not just because it's the Packers. This young man is here today, so we want to introduce him. So give him a good round of applause. With the 124th pick in the 2025 NFL Draft, the Green Bay Packers select Barryn Sorrell, defensive end, Texas.
So Barryn Sorrell here on day 3 of the draft.
That's cool.
It's huge.
That's
cool. You know, a lot of times I hear people say things like, you know, why would you stick around? Why would you worry about not being picked? You know why you do it? Because you get to do this.
Look at this. Serendipitous.
Barryn Sorrell might have just become a Packers favorite right here doing that. Big double side. Okay, let's get the lid. Make sure it's just right before you go out and greet the people.
It sounds like a game in here. Yeah.
Two Texas Longhorns on site, drafted by the Green Bay Packers in June.
Right, with their first round pick. Matthew Golden, the wide receiver. Hey, this guy got a little better, raised his pressure rate every season that he was playing for the Longhorns.
Yeah, he really did, and I think at times Texas didn't even unleash it. They asked him to play and set the edge as a defensive end, but he can line up a play out in a 9 spot, and he's incredibly talented.
Also a really, really smart guy. His original commitment was to Northwestern, which he chose over Duke, and then eventually he flipped to
Not bad. Those are good schools.
Yeah, I'll tell you what, the Packers, of course, have been sniffing around an edge rusher throughout this process, and this guy can be an edge rusher. I thought Texas got some good production out of him as well, and they kind of kicked him down inside of what we would call a NASCAR package at the NFL level. Their defensive coordinator, Jeff Hafley, would like to bring pressure and play man coverage a whole lot more than they did last year. You see the hand usage from Barryn Sorrell in that game against Clemson in the college football playoff. They were tied for the highest percentage of snaps in zone coverage last year, Lewis. That is not the DNA of Jeff Hafley. They needed to get corners and rushers. Here's one in round 4.
Yeah, I think Texas is a little bit confused as to what exactly to do with him because he doesn't have the ideal twitch to really be a 9 technique edge rusher where he's just going to run by people. So they moved him inside, they moved him outside, but what he does is he plays smart. Scheme recognition is his thing. Hat and hand placement is his thing. Being where he needs to be is his thing. Look, Green Bay really needs to up their pressure rate. They really weren't good on the edge last year, with Sean Gary really being the #1 dude that they had. So he really filled the need for him, and he's high character. And now he gets to take in what is right now a pretty darn cool atmosphere.
This is awesome.
Soak it in, Barryn. Once-in-a-lifetime opportunity.
A little bit of advice. We got to get dressing warmer for future Green Bay weather than their T-shirt and shorts. We're all freezing up here right now.
Barryn Sorrell is generating enough heat for everybody down there in Green